Hello and welcome to September edition of 5 Minutes with Fred for 2020 quarterly newsletter. Basically, would like to touch on a few items today from some of our safety awareness stuff that we're doing with our guys. This time of the year, obviously, it's a time of the year that weather starts to heat up and it starts to get a bit hot and boily across the top end, and it's a time that we internally refer to as mango season for obvious reasons, because the mangoes come on, but everyone starts to get a little bit crazy getting towards Christmas and sometimes forgets about some of the things that are near and dear to them to keep themselves safe at work. So we like to step up the awareness and the training and keep an eye out for your mates. So there'll be a bit of auditing going on around the place, and we would encourage all to get involved in that and make sure you stay hydrated, you keep safe, and everyone's here in one piece, nice and healthy, to celebrate Christmas and New Year with their families. So I'd encourage everybody to do the same. Also, during the last quarter, there's been a lot of focus on COVID-19, obviously, and keeping services going, but remaining COVID safe while we do so. So we're doing things internally like checking temperatures and making sure that cargo is received in the right manner and delivered in the right manner. We'll continue to do that because we're obviously keen to make sure that we don't end up being a transmission point into the regions we're looking after. One of the things that you'll notice in the newsletter is around the recycling initiatives that we've been really strongly behind in C-SWIFT for quite some time now. Some of those are starting to gather traction, so we're seeing things like efforts through Tagai College and some of the schools in the Torres Straits picking up cans and recycling those back through our services to ensure that all of the money that's been collected through recyclers goes back to that school or that community group. And it's something that we're really passionate about and we're really happy to get behind. So any school or community groups out there that need to do something like that, I'd encourage you to talk to our depots or our staff. And we'll do whatever we can to ensure that we bring that, those type of items back as we can through our system and ensure that funding goes back to that school or community group. The other thing that's occurred during only recently, the last couple of weeks, is the Newcastle Bay, the build of the new vessel that's replacing the old Newcastle Bay. We had to put that on hold with all the COVID issues that occurred, preventing travel and impacting on the yard we were building the vessel in and the region that we're building the vessel in. We've been able to put some controls in place now to allow that to recommence. So that vessel's now underway again, and we're looking at completion of the new Newcastle Bay around August next year. So late next year, it'll be back in Australia and ready to go into service, but we'll keep people posted of progress there. Final thing I'd like to touch on is what we have done over some months now is really do a lot of preparation for the enterprise bargaining to commence again with our people, because we've got an agreement that, although it's provided a lot of protection to employees over a long period of time, we find it's definitely outdated now. So we've established a new agreement that's up to date with all the relevant awards and standards. We'd encourage employees to have a look through that. That's gone out only very recently to all employees. So have a good look. It's only really the terms and conditions we've got in there in order to commence bargaining. Once we commence bargaining, we will then install all the relevant wage rates, etc. Very important to understand that all of our employees, regardless of what level they are or where they are, will be at the minimum rate of pay that they are at the moment. No one will go backwards in pay as we enter into this, or indeed coming out the other side of this. And there might be a few surprises on the upside for some areas in particular. So what I'd do is encourage any of our employees that are out there that want to be part of the bargaining process, and I'm happy to have as many people involved as can be. Nominate your mates so that we can sit down and have a very healthy discussion around where the company's going, what we're doing, how we seek to reshape that so that all benefit really from where we're going and what we're doing. So Thanks very much for your time. Until next time, stay safe, enjoy, and call our depots, Cairns or Darwin, if you've got any issues at all, or the remote local depots as well. We're always here to be able to take your call, resolve any issues that you got. Just remember, we've got your back during this period, and as always, and see you next time. Thank you.